धारावाहिका तारामध्ये रत्नस्थाने मोसियांचे दुईजने श्यामा संगे सुंदरी राधिका वृंदावन रम्य स्थान दिव्या चिंतामणि धाम रतना मंदिर मनोहर। हरे कृष्ण माता जी।
Hare Krishna. I think I'm not audible now.
Mataji, you are audible.
Okay, just a minute, ma. Some problem with my laptop. You can continue, ma, please.
Okay, Mataji. Oru Vrindavana Ramya Sthana Divya Chintamani Dhama Ratana Mandira Manohara Oru Palavanya Rasi Amiya Poriche Khasi Hasya Pari Hasa Sambhashane नरोत्तमा दशा कोय नित्य लीला सुखामो सदा स्फुरुखामो रामाने वृंदावन रम्य स्थान दिव्या चिंतामणि धाम रतना मंदिर मनोहर रतना मंदिर मनोहर रतना मंदिर मनोहर
7:30.
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
Welcome, Mata.
Sorry for the delay. Okay, we'll start with the prayers. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaya Kada Mahyam Dadanti Swapadantikam Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale श्रीमती भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 रामा Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hara Haraya Nama, Krishna Yadavaya Namaha, Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha. Jai Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Radhe Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Panchatattva 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 Jaya Panchatattva Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Welcome you all to the level 1 class. Today we are going to learn about chapter number 6 of Bhagavad Gita. So yesterday we learned about Karma Yoga and Krishna consciousness. What exactly we have to do once we are doing a duty. So it should be like in a karma. That means we should do the work, engage our senses in the service of the Lord without expecting any return out of it. Okay. So yes, anybody from the audience wanted to say a quick recap? Apart from that, what else we have discussed? One story from Srimad Bhagavatam we have discussed.
Mataji, one question I have, if I can ask now
Yes.
or later on.
Please.
Mataji, why does our human nature, keep on saying like this, when we pray to the Lord, we still keep on asking for things again and again. Why do we always get this feeling that, we are praying to the Lord and, Lord is going to bless us with these things, despite everything else? We should not expect anything in return.
Yes, I think first thing we feel we are eternal on this planet. We are not. We are thinking that at least 100 years to pakka mera. I'm not going to die before that. So as long as I'm there on this planet, I wanted all comfortable things. So it's an under illusion, So whether it is if you're in a devotional service, so whether the wrong things happens also, you'll feel happy. So if we are not feeling happy, despite having good things also, that means somewhere our sadhana is not up to the mark of the spiritual practice, which we have to reach. Okay. And no matter whether we ask or whether we don't ask, God will give us, which is in our store. Like the parents, what we got, we didn't ask a lot to give such parents. Education, the complexion, the face, features, everything, whatever the possessions we have, we just assume if we ask him, he's going to give us more, but it's nothing like that. So as per Bhagavad Gita, he will preserve what we have, and he try to replace what we don't have unless we do the sadhana. Okay. Hare Krishna. So I think we'll start on with today's chapter, Dhyana Yoga. It's a bit lengthy. Okay. So yes, from the audience, what do you mean by yoga?
Yoga means way to connect with Lord.
Okay. So in what way we have to connect it?
Sorry, Mataji, again.
How we have to connect to the Lord?
There are different paths like Karma Yoga, Gyan Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Dhyan Yoga.
Okay.
There is different system and different way to connect with Lord.
See, first thing we have started with the karma yoga. Lord is saying, do your karma and do your service as if you're doing with all your senses engaged onto the service onto the automatically you will attain me. So after karma yoga, we have learned about the knowledge about the Lord. That is a transcendental knowledge about the Lord, isn't it? So once, So how that concentration come? We need to do, it's like a yoga. That means we need to put up such a concentration so that everything is on him, isn't it? So what are these different
From
yoga techniques? We will try to learn today. So what we know the yoga, is it the writing to do the meditation upon the Lord? Is that anything else apart from that which we need to learn? Okay. So this is one type of a yoga, Kundalini yoga, where all the Kundalini has been activated and all. But can we remain like this for a long time and do the yoga for the Lord? Practically possible?
Not possible. It's very difficult.
Very difficult, isn't it? Especially maybe this person is very lean and fit and all. For such people, maybe it is, but for him also not for a longer time, isn't it? Okay. So, yes, some Prabhus, they are doing like this. This is also possible for all? No, I think so. Isn't it?
Yes, not possible. It's more difficult.
More difficult. This one?
Not possible.
So, all looks very difficult. How to concentrate on the Lord then? This wala?
Not.
Okay, this is also not one. Okay, this one?
Mataji,
Not
may I say that, you know, a lot of Shiv Bhakts, they kind of perform these kind of yogas.
Yeah, why do they do it and what is the type of bhakti? We will come to know about in 12th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Okay, so today's class is only about the yoga, concentrating on the Lord. Whether it is Vishnu Bhakt or a Shiv Bhakt, it's not our concern. It's upon the Lord. We have to concentrate on the Lord. Okay, so is this particular yoga will take us? That is
any yoga can take us anywhere. So it depends upon our devotion, dedication, and basically what we want to attain. If we want to attain a bhakti yoga, we will go through bhakti, and if we want to attain through other ways, we can. So it all depends upon the grace of Lord to us.
yes,
So
Prabhu.
let us not make things contradictory, because some Shiv Bhakts will say it's not good, some Vishnu Bhakts will say no, only
No,
we
no.
should chant the mantra. So let us not go into that.
Yes,
So
Prabhu.
every bhakti has its own good and bad in it. So
Yes,
as far as we are concerned, we are moving basically from Vedas to Upanishads.
yes.
So maybe some actions are carried out through Vedas and some actions are carried through Upanishads.
Yeah.
So we are right now trying to work through Upanishad. Just it's a nursery class going on.
Yeah, of course, Prabhu. So I'm just asking about the poster here, not about the process.
Yeah, poster is basically bending the body. So
Yeah.
it depends upon the flexibility of the person.
Yeah, so I'm just telling you. So you see one thing, is it required to do that poster and do the sadhana is not, is my concern, but uniformity to all. So sometimes it is possible because these pictures are taken from the devotees who are able to do it, isn't it?
Yeah, it is possible for few,
Yes,
because
yes,
Ramdev is doing from ages this particular
yeah, yes,
exercise.
Prabhu.
Before
Yes,
that, Darinder Brahmachari was doing it.
yes, yes.
Maharishi Mahayogi was doing it. So many people are doing it.
Yes,
So
yes, Prabhu. Even Dhruv Maharaj in Srimad Bhagavatam,
yeah, yeah.
he did for many certain amount of a time.
And sort of chanting the name is not also so easy. It's also yoga, because it is yoga in the sense we cannot say that it's not a yoga. It's also a yoga. First, you are making your indris to move your tongue.
Yes,
So unless the tip of the tongue is not moving, you cannot do the Harinam properly.
yes,
That is
Prabhu.
Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Yes,
Once
Prabhu.
you are chanting that, your tip of the tongue is moving always. So that is also yoga.
Yes, Prabhu. So we are coming to that point only. So before that, some preliminary preparation is there, no? So we are going
Yeah.
through that
So
process.
so
Yeah.
every yoga is there. So yoga is always there.
Yes. So which yoga is good for us? Because
That depends,
yeah,
because
yeah.
our religion has the flexibility.
Yes, Prabhu.
So depending upon the flexibility, you can take any yoga for your sadhana.
Yes, Prabhu.
That is up to us.
Yeah.
And we don't have hard and fast rules that you should do only this particular practice.
You're
That
right.
is the only good thing about the Sanatana Dharma.
Right, Prabhu. Shall I continue?
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Sorry for this.
Mataji, may I ask you one question if you allow me?
Yes, yes, please.
Mataji, is the Mahamantra above all of these yoga postures and everything like that?
वो अभी तो क्लास स्टार्ट किया आई थिंक एंड में पता चलेगा यू आर आस्किंग द क्लाइमैक्स नाउ ओनली एट द बिगिनिंग ऑफ द
Right,
wait no after few slides पर्दा फाश होने वाला है and I can say you the answer you will get it okay just wait
right, Mataji.
So that means everyone is excited about this yoga also.
yes that's what even I'm excited to say about it.
Eh,
Yeah. So severe austerity to the
Right.
body, like some people are burying their head inside the this. So this is okay. So they're able to perform such a severe austerity, having a breath control, and it's all very good. So अगर भक्त बनना है तो इतना मुश्किल काम करना जरूरी है. That is also one concern. But because people who are able to do the severe austerity, is it that God will be pleased by such devotee only is one concern. So let's move on further. Okay. So this is another type of a yoga. Nowadays, Westerners are very much interested in a yoga and all, isn't it? That's how Indians also got interest. And this is beer yoga. People are drinking the beer and having the yoga. Something like a goat yoga. Okay. Where the goat will just walk on your back and it will give you a deep massage onto your the kundalini which is there on the and that is one sort of a yoga. And this is an office yoga because of the stressful situations, the chair jobs, sitting posture jobs and all. They're giving a breaks in between the office and people are doing some sort of a yogic exercise. This is one example. And chair yoga, yoga for physical and mental health, yoga for pregnancy, yoga for cats also we have. Okay, good. And back care yoga, weight loss yoga, office yoga, tennis yoga, yoga secret for business success, desktop yoga, whatnot. So when you Google it,
Fast result yoga.
so all those things we are getting, yes, as you said.
Fast result yoga for our desires, which desire will get fulfilled very soon.
So what is this Ashtanga yoga? Ashtanga yoga is 8-limbed yoga. So there are different limbs to it, which we will come to know in the coming slide. Yeah. These are the 8 limbs of the Ashtanga yoga. Ashta means 8, Anga means limb, yoga is the connection. Okay. In that yoga, yamas, that is external discipline which we have to follow for the body. And niyama, that is internal discipline to follow, to cleanse from inside. And certain asana we have to put on, like a posture, meditation seat, or the different yoga posture, what we have seen in the previous slides and all. Pranayama, the breath control we need to have. And pratyahara, withdrawal of the senses. And dharana, concentration on one particular point. And dhyana, meditative absorption. Then comes the samadhi, that is a union and integration with the Lord. So, if all these 8 elements are met, then it is said to be a perfect yoga. Okay. This is as per Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay. The closer view of this Ashtanga yoga, you can see the different limbs of this. Okay. This may be asked in your quiz question also. Please note down. Yeah. In good olden days, people used to say that you should live in a secluded place and cut off all your ties to the external world, sit in a meditative pose and concentrating on the tip of your nose and lie down or sit on a kusha grass. Okay. And sit in a sacred place and with all your body erect, then meditate upon the Lord. So, okay, having a breath control and putting a dhyana on the Lord, that is how this is typical yoga posture, what we see whenever we think of any sadhu sant, isn't it? Yeah. So Pratyahara again, this is again the extension of all this Ashtanga Yoga. So cessation from the material existence, the discipline in mental activities, and become situated in a. That means you are absorbed, totally absorbed in trance with what you are doing. Okay, and concentrating on the inner light or inner source of the what is it? Knowledge. The soul will start illuminating from inside and give you all the required knowledge to know about the Lord. Then samadhi. So one is never shaken even in the midst of the greatest difficulties. Good olden days we used to have such people, but nowadays it's not there. One phone ring comes, everything get destroyed. Okay, we are so disturbed. So are you willing to live this yoga system at right? This is what is the question. So these are various examples from our scriptures where Arjuna, when he was asked like what is able to see, then he says the pupil of the eye, and you can see the Pandavas who are in the Gurukul learning all the sadhana, and this another picture where people are well versed in the what do you say, the warfare art, the military arsenal, and they are practicing it. So this is another yoga, another picture where the people are totally different mode. This is another type of a sadhana. Totally by doing a meditative pose, they are in a elevator stage. So yeah, different means of concentrating on the Lord, but ultimate source is the one thing only, but by which you are attaining that. The formula is that you need to fill up all those 8 Ashtanga Yoga system. Then only you will be able to attain that complete transcendental concentration upon the Lord. And do you think it is easy?
No, Mataji, it's very difficult.
So chanchalam hi mana Krishna pramadi balavadridam tasyaham nigraham manye vayo riva sudushkaram. That means it is very easy maybe to control a wind. Controlling a wind, it's not an easy job, isn't it? But still, Lord is saying maybe it is easy to control that also, but it is more difficult to control the mind. Okay, so for the mind is restless, turbulent, obstinate, and very strong, O Krishna. And to subdue it, I think is more difficult than controlling the wind. That's what Arjuna is saying to Lord Krishna. Okay, then for that, what is our Krishna saying to Arjuna? Oh, mighty arm son. It is undoubtedly very difficult, as you say, but it is possible by constant practice and by detachment. Unless you get a detachment, you can't concentrate. So that you need to practice it day by day. Okay. For ones whose mind is unbridled, self-realization is a difficult work. For whose mind is controlled and who strives by the right means, assured of the success. So anything, whether it's a work or it's a sadhana or any sort of things which we are doing in a day-to-day thing, we need little bit of a practice, isn't it? So what do you think? Is your mind a friend or an enemy for you? Hare Krishna. Some
Enemy,
answers.
madam.
Both.
Enemy, Mataji.
Enemy for the people who don't have a control of your mind.
Yeah.
Mataji, it's both. Sometimes enemy, sometimes friend.
Okay. Okay. So what we need to do to make it our friend?
To be stable in all situations.
I think this particular slide answers that. Any one of you can read this?
For him who has conquered the mind is the best of friend. But for one who has failed to do so, his very mind will be the greatest enemy.
Is it right or wrong? See, you take a person who is doing positive things day in and day out. His mind will be saying, get up, say, suppose we take an example of devotee. It is easy for me to tell also. I can't give other examples. Okay, and okay, fine. I'll give you from example from my own profession. Okay, um, one doctor is there, emergency patient is there. So day in and day out, he will see that the patient is coming out of the emergency situation by doing some service to it. So most of the time, his mind is engaged. Like I should sleep by this time. Morning 9 o'clock, I have to be in a theater to operate such case. By 4 o'clock, at least I should be able to finish. By evening 6 o'clock, your post-op should be stabilized and all. If the patient is able to pass out the urine and motion by next day morning, that means the case is successful and all. So his mind is engaged in a positive way, and he's thinking about only positive things. And if at all he thinks like if any problem happens during my surgery, so what is the backup mechanisms I have to come out of this? So he will take care of the respective people who can get him out of that, isn't it? And likewise, he'll come, he'll see his patient, he'll dispose of him off. So mind is engaged in a positive way to help others. Okay. The same doctor, he don't see his patients. He's not bothered about doing his work and all. And he's not getting required amount of practice what he has to get from his profession and all. He is depressed. So one profession I'm giving an example, it applies to all. Unless we engage ourselves positively in particular work or the sadhana, it is next to impossible for us to make our mind a friend. So when it comes to mind, see, profession is only related to IQ. See, there are deeper aspect to it. IQ, EQ, and SQ. Okay, IQ is something by which we earn our livelihood, make money, have a comfortable life. Okay, EQ is one thing which by which we can understand the emotion of other and try to help them out in every situation. Okay, that is for the external world. Okay, and SQ is one thing. The spiritual quotient is something which will feed our soul, which will make your inner equilibrium very strong. Say, suppose any difficult situation we are facing today life, or you have lot of financial distress, family distress, breakups, disease, betrayals, gambling, whatnot, everything. So if our inner balance is strong, okay, we can combat any sort of disturbances which are happening in our life. But if our inner balance is not there, we will give away easily. Okay. Somebody is saying some wrong thing to us, we'll immediately react to them. What is this? How are you saying this to me and all? If our inner equilibrium is being attained, then we will analyze the situation of the other person. In what situation is speaking like this? Even is speaking utterly wrong towards you, you will have that patience to analyze like whether it is right or wrong. Okay. So that inner equilibrium is attained by what? Is it by money, the possessions, by friends or family, or by doing the social work, or by doing the personal sadhana? Tell me the answer.
Mataji, I to just chant the Maha Mantra.
No, Prabhu, not about you. In general, I'm telling you.
Mataji, we do get disturbed by the situations, to be very honest.
Yeah, how to maintain an inner equilibrium? If money is there, will be okay. See, these are required. The material things are required for our survival. But what is that inner equilibrium? We have to do a sadhana. We have to make our mind so stable that is possible only by doing the spiritual practice, you know. Okay. So it should be part and part, what to say, that should be a daily routine. The moment you get up from your bed, certain amount of a time you should sit simply and do the sadhana, or before going to the bed, you should do some sadhana. That means your, what do you say, backup cushion mechanisms. Whenever you fall down, you should have some cushion to support you up, no? So to maintain the mental equilibrium, it is a must and we should devote certain time for our inner well-being also. Okay. So then our mind will be under control. Say suppose any sort of disturbable situation come, if they come in our life also, the mind will say, okay, it's a matter of time. You have a seasons, no? Winter season, summer season, monsoon and all those things like that also. Distress and good situation do come in your life. So the mind will say like that. If you don't have that inner equilibrium, it will say, why only it's happening with you? Why only you are suffering? Why not the other person is suffering? So it will try to deviate you from the routine. Okay. So we should always try to have a control over our mind by doing the inner sadhana.
Mataji, it is a very difficult thing because, despite doing some sadhana, chanting the Mahamantra, at times I do make a lot of mistakes. Like, I indulge in intoxicating things like, having some alcohol, consuming alcohol when I'm totally disturbed or something like that. I had completely given it off, but, at times I do again and again get into it. How to get
Prabhu, I
out
have
of
one
it.
question for you. I have one question for you. Okay. A person wanted to go for a 5 kilometers marathon. Okay. At a first instant, will he be able to do it on a perfect way?
No, no, Mataji.
Yeah. It takes some time, no?
Yes, Mataji.
Similarly, we also, maybe at the first instance, many things will come in our mind, thought process will come. At the moment we start chanting and all, अरे ऑफिस में आज ये हो गया, उसने मुझे ये बोला है, and these people said this, wife ने ऐसे बोली है, बच्चे ने ऐसे कर दिया, financial transactions, everything come into your mind, let it come.
Yes,
The thought
Mataji.
process, let the thought process come. By doing the sadhana, automatically everything will go off. Only you need to make that happen. See, how can I give you an example? A person is suffering from a TB, I can say. Okay. Once he is diagnosed with a tuberculosis, he has to be given a treatment for 6 months. 2 months
Yeah.
intensive therapy and 4 months is the static therapy. Okay. Once he is put on a drug for 2 months continuously, all the bacteria which was there inside, it will get killed.
Yes, Mataji.
Maintenance phase, the killed bacteria will get evacuated and he will regain his immunity. Okay, provided he is not missing on a single dose, not even for a day. If a TB
Right,
patient
Mataji.
miss on one medication also, again the whole process of treatment has to start for 6 months regime. Okay, for
Right, Mataji.
disease pattern, it is so. So for the sadhana, simply doing for a one day, how it can give the result. So
Mataji, I'm doing the Mahamantra every day. I'm chanting the Mahamantra every day.
so what you express, the same thing is expressed by Arjuna here also. It is easy to control the wind, but very difficult to control the mind, Krishna. What are you saying? Control my mind and all. And you are asking me to make the mind my friend. How it is possible? Let's see what Lord Krishna is saying to Arjuna. Okay. What is the destination of someone who fails in achieving success in a yoga? After many, many years of enjoyment on the planets, of pious living entities, is born into a family of righteous people or into the family of a rich aristocracy. That means we are doing this sadhana. Sometimes it will take some time, but we will fall into place and the required conditions will come. See, we are all doing sadhana, not that everybody is supporting at home, we do have our own hiccups. Okay, but slowly, God will clear all the disturbances what you have in your life and pave the way for you to do the sadhana. Okay, he will give you a favorable birth in a family who are already devotees. That means easy for you to do the sadhana and all. So likewise, he will create a favorable situations. He will turn the other members also like a devotees who can help you out in this process and all, or otherwise they won't disturb you. But it's not like a movie, it will finish off in 3 hours. So it's a life process. It will take some time. We just need to maintain the patience by concentrating on our sadhana. So who is the greatest yogi? Can you name the picture, the personality in the picture?
Narad Muni.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Yes, true. So all other yogas are the progression towards the destination of Bhakti Yoga. So whether we are doing that starting wala yoga, what we have seen, the head is been buried inside the sand, rock, all those things, or the different posture yoga, all those things, those are the step towards the bhakti yoga. Okay, the karma yoga. Next comes the jnana yoga. Karma yoga, doing our work. Jnana yoga is having the knowledge about the Lord, and Ashtanga yoga is the 8-limb yoga, and Bhakti yoga is the highest of all. That means Bhakti yoga, you need not do all those severe austerities. Simply, if you meditate upon the Lord by doing some uh, chanting or the spiritual practices, He will be pleased to you, and which is easy to do than the severe austerities. You need not do all those austerities. That's what Lord Krishna is saying to Arjuna. Of all the yogis, he who always abides in me with a great faith, worshipping me in a transcendental loving service, is the most intimately united me in the yoga as the highest of all. So what is the Gopabalas doing here? Are they doing the sadhana? But they are the highest devotees of the Lord. They're simply playing with Krishna, isn't it? So that intimate love and connection to the Krishna has to be established to have that bhakti yoga, bhakti rasa to come, They need not have, they need not undergo such a severe austerity. That's what Lord meant to say here. So spiritual practice, different yoga practices for different yogas. So, kate yadhyayato vinayo treta yajato makho dvapare paricharyaya kalo tadhari ketanat. That means in the Kali Yuga, yajnas, going to a secluded place to the mountains and doing the sadhana is prescribed. For Treta Yugas, Yajna and all is there. And for Dwapar Yuga, visiting the temples enough. But for Kali Yuga, simply doing the Harinama Japa is enough for this Yuga. You need not do what all in the other Yugas have done. Okay. So meditation on Lord Vishnu. This we have seen. Treta Yuga, performing expensive sacrifices. Dwapar Yuga, elaborate temple worship. This is not required in Kali Yuga. Only chanting the holy name is required as per the Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Lord Krishna is also saying to Arjuna here. So just concentrate upon the Lord. So lift in the staircase. The doing other sadhana, that is the Ashtanga Yoga, the severe austerities of the body and all, it is like climbing the stairs. Ultimately, you will reach up. But Bhakti Yoga is not doing all this austerity, simply meditating upon the Lord. Automatically, you will reach the Lord. So, which one is easier? Climbing the stairs or going on a lift? Yes?
Climbing on the lift.
Yeah. So, let's not trouble our body by going severe austerity. Okay? Simply meditating upon the Lord, sitting and doing the mantra is enough. So, what do you mean by mantra? Man means mind and tra is deliver. Okay? So, what we need to do is the japa of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That is the Kali Yuga Dharma. That is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. If you are chanting this as per your capacity, start with a 1 round, minimum 16 rounds. More than that, it will definitely going to help you. I can say you this mantra is just like a full dose medications, for fever, we take Dolo 650, isn't it? It will definitely going to get your fever down, isn't it? If you are taking half tablet, 1/4 tablet, it will not bring a fever down for us, isn't it? That means under dosage. Similarly, the japa also, we need to do the prescribed rounds for that to give the good effect. So simply doing few rounds and we are just thinking, no, it's not effective for me, it's not that. You need to increase the sadhana slowly as per your capacity. And definitely people who are doing 16 rounds, they will get immense benefit out of it. All of us are, we have started on with the first round. Initially, we used to think we are busy people, we don't have time, so many problems. What is this japa? What is this? All those things. But with ease, today, we are able to do minimum 16 rounds very easily, and more than that, sometimes 64 rounds and all, we are able to do it. So, once you're willing to take a step towards Krishna, Krishna will always give you the way how you can go about. And we didn't sacrifice anything in our personal life. Everything is happening as it was before. But the way we are the perspective towards looking at the things have totally changed, and totally the whole day is allotted for the sadhana, and we are doing our work, doing the household chores, managing everything. Everything is as before, but here is Krishna centric. Okay, before it was not Lord Krishna centric. So this is a wonderful Maha Mantra which can deliver us from all the sinful reaction. So this,
Mataji, can I ask you one question if you don't mind, please?
yes.
Mataji, I try to do, the Mahamantra thrice at the Brahma Muhurta in the morning. But, my mind is not exactly focused. Even while I'm chanting, at times, my mind is not focused exactly on Lord Krishna. Sometimes, I'm thinking about something else, though I'm chanting and everything. But why does that happen?
Let-
I want to
let it happen,
concentrate exactly on Lord Krishna.
No, it will happen eventually. In the beginning stages, none of us had that concentration. It will take time, but eventually you will have it. Please continue. That's it. Doing continuous practice only. It is something like I have written something on my notebook and my handwriting is not right today. Is it right? Will I be able to improve on means what is your answer? You need to practice it daily, isn't it?
Yes, Mataji. And Mataji, is chanting during the Brahma Muhurta a very beneficial one according to
Because
the
no
Lord,
disturbance will
or
be there, no phones, no media. Everybody will be sleeping at home, nobody to disturb you. So it's best to do the sadhana, The moment the people start getting up and all, they will start disturbing you. So that
right?
first time you should have your self time, only yourself. Take a quick bath and sit down, take the japa, try to read some scriptures. I'm telling you, you feel the positivity the whole entire day.
Right, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So this is the Sankirtana moment where you can see the devotees are chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, and this happens all over the world. Prabhupada has given this greatest gift to us to chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So wherever we are there, most of them are Westerners and they are happily, blissfully singing the glories of the Lord Krishna. So scriptural references are there for this Harinama Japa, that is for chanting the holy name of the Lord. So based on that, Prabhupada has given this bring us this Maha Mantra as a gift for all the mankind for this Kali Yuga Dharma to get benefited out of this. Okay. In the age of Kali, people should chant holy name. This is as per the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teachings. So the person who is there in the golden color hue is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is the Gupta avatar of Lord Krishna in Kali Yuga. This we will come to know in detail in our advanced classes. And whenever Lord comes, he comes with all his associate. And the one who is there in a blue color dress is Nityananda Prabhu. Okay. So they are nothing but a Krishna and Balarama and a Kali Yuga. So 500 years back, he has come. He was born in a Mayapur, that is near Kolkata. Now we have a big TOVPs coming up, the Temple of Vedic Planetarium, where all the the cosmology is being projected, and all the Vedas are being made into different models and that are being put into display. So this is the birthplace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who has taken out, he has put down this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra as a gift for the mankind in the Kali Yuga. Okay, so very deeper meanings and very deeper discussions to go, but that is, you will come to know in the advanced classes. And Kali Santariya Upanishad also says that after searching through all the literature, one cannot find a method of religion more sublime for than the chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Okay, Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nameva Kevalam, Kalau Nasti, Iva Nasti, Iva Nasti, Iva Gatir Anyatha. This is again Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Leela, 17th chapter, 21 sloka. The Chaitanya Charitamrita is 3 books, Adi, Madhya and Antya Leela. So in that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself, who is the Gupta avatar of Lord Krishna in Kali Yuga, has spoken that word. Another scriptural reference from the Srimad Bhagavatam, Kaledona Nidhi Rajan, Asti hi eko Mahan Guhau, Kirtanad eva Kanayasya Muktasangao Paravrajeta. Okay, this is in 12th canto, 3rd chapter, 51 sloka. As per Bhagavad Gita, 10th chapter, 25 sloka, Yajna Japo Yajiosmi. That is, of all the sacrifices, I am the chanting of the holy name. That is a japa. This we will come to know in a 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Okay. Yeah, again, this is from the Antyalila of Chaitanya Charitamrita, 20th chapter, 16th verse. My Lord, O Supreme Personality of the Godhead, in your holy name there is all good fortune for the living entity, and therefore you have many names such as Kanaya, Govinda, and you have interest in all your potencies in those names, and there is no hard and fast rule for remembering them. So let's see what are the benefits of chanting. Okay. So whenever do's of chanting, so before doing the chanting, we have to chant the Panchatattva Mahamantra, that is Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. I told Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is there in the middle, and Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita Mahaprabhu, Gadadhara Pandita, and Shri Vasa Pandita. That is, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Lord Krishna, and Nityananda Prabhu is Balarama, Advaita Pandita is Lord Shiva, and Gadadhara Pandita is Narad Muni, and Srivasadi is the Srimati Radharani. So whenever Lord comes, all the associates comes along with it, and by offering, by reading this Panchatattva Mahamantra, we are just asking them for a forgiveness during the process of chanting. If we are unattentive and offensive or any sort of wrong things or anything is going wrong, please forgive us for our ineffectiveness or ignorance. Okay, so after we chant this mantra, then we can chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So how we have to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So it should, at least we should, it should be audible to our ears. Okay. Not very, if you're able to do loud, okay, but other people may feel it disturbance or something like that. But if you're able to chant loud enough to so that you can hear it, that is enough, okay, to give the benefit. That is Maranam, Shravanam is the first and the foremost thing by which our sadhana bhakti will go forward. So pronounce each name very distinctly, chant with a respect, devotion, and concentration. Okay. If you can chant in any place, sitting or walking, facing in any direction, there is no restriction that you have to sit in one place and do the sadhana and all. You can go for a morning walk, take the japamala and start chanting and all. Or you can face any direction. There is no like you have to sit towards the east or a north or something like that. Or any place which is neat and clean, you can sit there and do the sadhana. There is no restrictions for this. Only thing is that you should have an intention to do the sadhana. And anytime also Brahma Murta is highly recommended, because that time we have less disturbance. Okay. And rest of the day, as the day goes on, everybody get ups and we have other posts to take care of, and it will not help us to do that particular sadhana. See, this sadhana is to have the inner inner peace, to have a hold on our mind and to control our senses. If we start late, means everything goes waste. So it's better to make a habit of getting up early in the morning, devote certain amount of a time to do the sadhana, so that it will not disturb your routine process. So Brahma Murta is ideally 3:30 in the morning, 3:15 to 3:30. If you can get up, then it will do wonders in your life. Okay. So you can chant either before or after taking bath, and nothing like you have to take bath and do the chanting and all. Sometimes the conditions will not be favorable, the climate will not be favorable. Then that situation also, you can just chant, just get up, wash your hands and feet, and you can do the chanting. Okay. And Yeah, it is recommended to chant by keeping a count. It is better if you are able to do it on a mala so that it becomes easy for you. How many count you are doing and all. And sometimes it's always preferable if you are doing on a tulsi mala. Tulsi is the purest of all because each and every part of the tulsi is very pious, and by what do you say, bringing counting and all, it will bring the positive effect in you. So whenever you're doing a chanting, should see that my mala is there. Your index finger should be out. It should not be involved in chanting. The bead should be wrapped between the thumb as well as the middle finger. Okay. So that's how you have to do. Anybody is doing chanting like this, please give up on that and try to do like this. Your index finger should be out. And you don't have to count on the guru bead. The other beads you have to count, and whether it's a clockwise or anti-clockwise, you can do it one by one. Next comes don'ts of chanting. Okay. One should not chant only a portion of Maha Mantra. Okay, that is again offensive. We should not do it. And one should not chant on the guru bead which is there. And you can see here, I was trying to show you like how you have to do this. This index finger should be out, and you have to roll your beads in between these two fingers, the thumb and the middle finger only. And one should not chant while reading a book or a newspaper or watching TV. That is the reason why if you get up early in the morning, we don't feel like subah utte ki we don't want to do all these activities, no, seeing a TV, book or watching TV and all these things will be peace. So at that time it is possible. Whether you're able to do 10 minutes or 15 minutes or 5 minutes, whatever it is, try to do with a full concentration. Don't try to have a distraction during that time. So what are the benefits of chanting? It will help us to have all devotee association. If one person is doing the family, maybe seeing at you getting calmer day by day, the other people in the family will get motivated to do the chanting and all. And it will give you that internal bliss and freedom from all the reactions of sin, whatever which we have done in the past. So slowly it will purify you from inside. So relief from unwanted drives and habits. In the present condition, we are slaves of the whimsical thoughts and desires. So all these things, eventually you'll give up on all these things, the smoking, alcohol and everything, you know. Freedom from anxiety and stress, because it make you feel so blissful and all. Doing the Nagar Sankirtan, you can see all the Westerners who are blissfully chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Peace of mind you'll have. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna explains one who is not one who is not in transcendental consciousness can neither have a controlled mind or a steady intelligence. Without, there is no possibility of the peace, and how can he be happy? Okay, so it is required to do the meditation upon the Lord by chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, which is the Kali Yuga Dharma. So which is the real happiness. You can see all the happy, glorious faces of all the Prabhujis who are chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra here. And this is the picture from, I think, I don't know where, from the Western country, where different caste, color, creed, all of them are doing the chanting of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. This is a Nagar Sankirtana. What people say about chanting Hare Krishna, this also many people have that in a mind that ye to Hare Krishna join ho gaya, abhi to ye Hare Krishna bolne laga hai. So such things comes in the mind, but it's about ourselves, you know. We are taking medicines to get ourselves cured. We should not be bothering about the other person, like what he's thinking about you and all. If you all think that, means you cannot go further. So initial hiccups you have when you are putting the Vaishnava Tilaka, and when you are chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, once you are having the beats and all, so everybody goes through that process, like ye kya sochega. But please don't have all those things, and automatically the benefits what you get, and people will be happy to what do you say, to see you there and take you as a yardstick to go forward. So what is George Harrison saying about it's really a process of having a realization of the God. Who is this George Harrison? Anybody have an idea?
One of the Beatles member.
The main person. Okay. And later he joined the Hare Krishna movement, and he's a major contributor in spreading this movement. He has composed many songs, and this Hare Krishna Mahamantra tune, and he became a great devotee. Now all his family members are devotee, and they are doing that process on his behalf. Okay.
Mataji even donated his estate in England, for the Bhakti Vedanta Mandir.
Yes, Prabhu. So another famous personality who is saying everything started happening for me when I started began chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, who was just 29-year-old, who was what is his name? Jean Claude Hallich. Okay. Youngest director for 3M company. Sorry, there is some overlap. But Albert Brush Ford chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra had made a tremendous impact in my in my life. He's the owner of the Ford company. He's a major donor, and he's the one who has taken that initiative to build the TOPP temple. And you can see, being a Westerners, they are nicely dressed like a pure Indians, and beautifully looking like a devotees, isn't it? So another famous personality, Indi Desai. I've been chanting Hare Krishna for many years, and I have never found anything more pleasurable. Okay. Famous industrialist for the SEMA tubes and all. And he is Rishikesh Mafatlal. Okay. Chanting Hare Krishna has helped me face all ups and downs in my life with a great confidence and a peace of mind, which is what is required for us, because it will bring you the inner equilibrium. Okay. And the famous model, Annie Schoffer's chanting helped me give up bad habits. It changed Dutch model, my vision of things. And you can see her, there's the same picture of her, and she's the same. You can see her, how happy she is chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And this is another model, Vicky, what is by starting to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, she has life change, some overlap. Yeah. Again, the same model. She has given up all this modeling and all, and you can see how nicely she is doing the sadhana by stitching some Indian dresses for the temple services and all. So many people, the materialistic things will give you happiness till certain time, but after that, it will not give you required happiness. We need to switch on to the spiritual happiness. So my outlook towards life is a lot more brighter after starting to associate with the Hare Krishna devotees and chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. He is a Bruce Klingberg, an army officer. Okay. Marco Ferrini chanting makes me feel Italy close to the God. He is a Italy stock furniture designer. Okay. Next is David Wolf. Chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra significantly reduces stress and get rid of the ignorance and considerably increase the mode of the goodness. That is something good. If you are associated with the good, definitely it's going to bring the good in you. So again, one most famous personality, when I stressed out, I chant. It is one of which charges my mind and brings me back in focus. Some Prabhu was saying that previously he used to binge upon the substance abuse and all. I think this is one way to come out of it. Whenever you are feeling stressed, take the chanting bag and try to do the chanting. It will help you out. So when I am nervous, I find the chanting very calming. I don't get shaken up at a little things. Okay. Again, chanting Hare Krishna and reading the authorized scriptures And taking up this Krishna consciousness has brought me the great peace. Okay. Yeah. And you people also can chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, get the same benefit like how these people are got. And we are all the same, when we have started our journey, we are no less than you, but slowly, things will fall into place, and chanting really helps. Okay. See, for this Yuga Dharma, 4 things. A is the association of association of the devotees. That is, having a good devotee association is important, because they will positively motivate you and reinforce you day in and day out to chant. And they will ask like, how many rounds you have chanted and all, did you attend the Mangalarti, did you read any scripture today, and all. So never ever should lose on the devotee association. That is the first and foremost thing. Okay. And B is the books. Okay, take that. If you have a book, it's well and good. Go to any of the ISKCON center, you can get the books. Otherwise, if you're not finding time to go to a center, then vedabase.io is there, where all the free books are there. You can open that, log in with your Google account, and you can read wherever you are. Whenever you get some free time, in office hours and all, or rest of the time, after the ladies after doing the cooking and regular course and all. So you can take some time, 15 minutes time in a day, and read at least a few verses of Bhagavad Gita, or verses if you're not well versed. You can read the translation part of one particular chapter. Okay, it will hardly take 15 minutes to complete the translations. And C is the chanting. Chanting, you have seen many people got benefited out of it. Let you start with at least 1 round of Hare Krishna Mahamantra chanting. I'm saying you will not regret for taking up this chanting. And A, association, B for the book, C for chanting, and D is the devotional service. So some amount of you should, what do you say? By going to the temple, taking part in any of the services like simple prasada sevana, book distribution, cleaning services, getting the flowers, or donating for food. There are many activities by which you can do it, So if you can make these into your daily routine and all, nobody can stop you from going forward in and all. Within no time, you will become a person with a very strong inner balance. Okay. So this is all for today. It was a bit lengthy, but I thought I should. I started
Mat-
also.
Mataji, one last question, please, if I
Yes.
can just ask you.
Yes.
Mataji, if you are able to see me, Mataji, I'm using this counter
Yes,
to
Prabhu.
chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Is it fine to start with this?
Yes, Prabhu. Anything is okay. The intention to start is the first step. Slowly,
Yeah.
you will upgrade yourself. See, chanting on a beach says the tulsi is the purified plant of all. By having a tulsi in our hand, it will purify us. Like how that plant is, we will also become the same. The main idea
Yeah.
of having the tulsi beads is that. So this,
Mataji, I was very weak in mathematics, and I tried to, initially do the chanting with the beads, but I found it a little bit difficult. So, I thought might as well use this counter. At least it gives me peace.
yes,
So, is
anything is
this
okay.
fine?
Anything is okay to start with.
Okay, Mataji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Krishna. Yes, some Mataji asked, what is the order of books in which we should read start reading first? Bhagavad Gita is the first one which you can start reading it. Is donating money included as a service, Mataji? Yes, because temples need money. How? Because it is run by brahmacharis who are well educated. They have given up their life for the service of Krishna. So temples runs on donations. If we are giving means that is also one sort of a service. But it will be good if you are doing the service and doing the donation. Yes, for your reference, I just wanted to show how does this vedabase.io looks like. Okay. Just give me a minute. Are you able to see my screen? Hare Krishna.
Hare
Mataji,
Krishna
not
Mataji,
really
yes.
because I'm on the phone, so I cannot read it very properly.
But is the other people able to see the screen?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. So
Hare
once
Yes.
Krishna.
we log in with vedabase.io, we are going, this is how it looks like. So Bhagavad Gita as it is, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishna book, Self-Realization. There are many other books, If you click onto this all books, you got many books. Okay. These are the various books which are available for free. Okay. You need not have a physical copy of the book with you. Unless you wanted to keep, you can order it online and you can go to any of the ISKCON centers near you, or you can find it in the website of our ISKCON Bangalore, where you'll get a link for this books. Okay, these are the various books available depending on your time and all. You can start, but it's always ideal to start with the Bhagavad Gita as it is. Once you click onto this, okay, see, I didn't sign in. So if I sign in, then it will take me to the page where I have where I was in the last time. Okay, last page where in which chapter I was in, it will take you there. So here you got everything: setting the scene, dedication, preface, introduction, first, second, and all the chapters. Chapters you got. Okay. Today we are
Yeah,
in
Mataji, I think we can go through the WhatsApp group also. Click on the community and then you get all the links.
which one?
WhatsApp group which we have created. In that, once you click on the community, there you get all the links.
Yes, we'll get the links. Okay,
Yeah.
now you can see this. So Dhyana Yoga, today's chapter, there are about how many slokas there? 47 slokas are there. So this is just a translation part. Why I'm asking you to read means, you see, how much time will you take to read all this translation? Hardly 10 to 15 minutes, isn't it? If you are they are a slow reader, 20 minutes. Okay, so try to read it like that. So no, somebody wanted to read it in a very detailed way, then you can click on this particular text, then it will show you this particular what do you say, the sloka in Devanagari Lipi, English, the synonyms, and the translation part, and the purport. Purport means the detail about that particular sloka. Okay, hope you have understood it.
Yes.
Yeah. So wherever you get time, try to open this app and try to, that's a positive engagement rather than looking after whatever. Don't try to time pass, because this life we will not get it again. Gone time we will not get it again. So try to make use of this in a positive way to get a positive effects in your life. So you have taken a good decision to join this course, and try to get the maximum benefit out of it. Okay. Hare Krishna. Any other doubts from the audience? Hare Krishna. Any other doubts? Anything you wanted to ask? Fine then.
Yes, I have a question, Mataji.
Yes.
You told that Bhukti is the best. It's one type of ladder. So it's you give example of lift. So please explain more. I want to clear more about these topics.
Prabhu, actually, you don't have to do so much of austerity to reach the God. Okay. If you simply chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, you will automatically get the benefit out of it. So chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is just like a lift, lift will automatically take you to the desired floor. You don't have to undergo the austerity of climbing the steps. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Hare Krishna. So Adviti Mataji has, but not everyone knows the Sanskrit. Is it right to still read the scriptures? Mataji, even I can't read Sanskrit very clearly, I just read the English part, which is there, I try to recite from that only. Okay. And English is easier than reading in the Sanskrit. Trust me. I've been doing it for the same, because I post Ekadashi recitation also. Every Ekadashi 7 p.m. It goes on. We share the screen also. The slokas are there in English only. We are not reading it in Sanskrit. Okay. Hope I have answered your question. I think there are no more questions. I think we'll end the session for today. And we have completed the Karma Yoga chapter, which are the first 6 chapters of Bhagavad Gita. So these are called the Karma Yoga chapter. Next 6 chapters are called the Bhakti Yoga chapters. So we will go in depth about the Bhakti from tomorrow's class onwards. Okay. Hare Krishna. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. Thank you, co-host and participants, for your active participation. See you all tomorrow at 7 p.m. Hare Krishna.